Horror, horror, horror,
FNAF.
horror, 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 horror.
That is from the...
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 30.
Okay.
It's been a while.
All right.
Took a month
Episode
off.
30.
Had some things going on.
Moving. That's tough. I still feel it a little bit. Tired as hell.
Yeah, the move. Kids are sick.
Are you finally
It's been
moved
rough.
in?
Yeah.
Who's sick right now?
Aya and Jasmine were both sick.
Yep.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
I think it's
I
allergies, though.
just picked up Jasmine. Dang.
Yeah, well, I think it's just allergies. She hasn't had a fever or anything like that.
Yeah. Same with Aya. It's just phlegm and stuff like that she's coughing. That's it.
Yeah, so you should be good. But go ahead and use hand sanitizer.
Just in case.
Just in case. Can never be too safe.
Yeah.
No.
I keep my hands to myself.
But this episode, FNAF, it's a little late.
It is. It's still in theaters, though.
Still in theaters. Peacock.
Okay.
Yep.
I would say spoilers, but if you haven't seen it by now, you probably won't ever see it.
No.
Yeah, what, it came out, 3 weeks ago?
Like a week before Halloween, right?
Not even a week. It's just like 3 days before Halloween, 3 or 4 days.
Okay. Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
Almost 3 weeks.
So
Okay. Well, let's jump into it.
Who wants to start?
go ahead. You
Me?
start it off.
Okay, cool. So, again, the proper review I had, I accidentally deleted it while going through my notes. I'd much rather deleted the points than the review, because the points are easier to remember than the full review. Anyways, from what I can remember off the top of my head, I did watch it twice. I'm gonna start off with the rating first, to be honest, before I talk about it.
Go ahead and give your rating before you watch the movie.
Before I watched the movie.
What was your rating before you watched the
Before I watched the movie, I said this to be like a 2.
Okay.
A
2?
A 2. Like,
So that's
it was
what y'all
going
were
to
at the very beginning of this. It was like, y'all were saying it was going to be bad.
be.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Because I generally thought it was going to be a terrible, terrible movie. And because, kept getting delayed, kept getting pushed back. There were like some writers were changing and stuff like that. So a whole bunch of stuff was happening. It was going to be a terrible movie. But after watching it, I'd say it's a good 6. Good 6 out of 10. And the reason why. I'll start off with the negatives. I didn't like how it's different from the games per se. Not in a way where it's like, oh, it's trying to be its own thing, but it makes it very confusing because it's like you got to know the games to know the lore that's going on, but they change it just enough to where it's like even if you didn't know the games, you're still gonna be confused with what's going on because like the kids are different, like for like whose parent it is. Honestly, it seems like even what Ghost is doing, the animatronics is different because I don't remember the cupcake ever being possessed by a kid. The chicken Chica is, but not the cupcake. And then I also don't like the over the top, little kid movie of them playing around, building a fort, all that stuff, because it is a horror game. They were attacking everyone. They were animatronics meant to be with the kids, yes, but even in the games when they were close to the kids, they would still kill the kids. By accident, but they're still killing the kids. I also don't like the girl that played Vanessa. I feel like she was cheesy. She was like trying so hard.
The cop?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like her. And then the way the story was progressing as well, it was extremely slow at first. Like super, super slow. And you could really tell, at least for me when I rewatched it again, I was like, damn, just like hurry up, get to like where the animatronics and stuff is, where things start being connected and whatnot. Because just watching him just have that dream over and over, not getting really much of anything, I was like, okay. And then the dream also, he didn't really get an answer. I guess they're saving that for part 2. But some of the good that I like, how the animatronics looked. It was made by the same people that made the Ninja Turtle suits from way back when, that live action one. And it does look really cool. I fully expected it to be like CGI, what they were going to do. But no, they're actually suits that they made. what's his face? Damn, I forgot his name. He plays the main guy. The actor's name.
The nigga from the Stan music video, Eminem.
The Hunger Games guy?
Yeah, we literally just watched all the Hunger Games as well, too. I think he's a really good actor. You know, he doesn't really play, like, these huge movies, per se, because he's never in, like, these, other than Hunger Games, really. And then, like, little movies when he was a kid, too, because I think he was in some kid movie. What was it? Zathura, old board game.
I remember that.
Board game movie, excuse me. But yeah, he's a really good actor. I like how he was on here too. The guy that plays Afton, the purple guy, you know, he was the guy in the bunny suit. I like how he portrayed the character, but I'm not gonna blame him for how the story went. You know, he felt like towards the end they just try to get just everything thrown in there. Like, yeah, he's the bad guy. You know, he's killing people. You know, it didn't really kind of. In the games, it kind of built up to it. It showed all the stuff he was doing bad first before you actually see him do anything personally, I guess you could say. Here is just outright, he comes out, he's like, yeah, it's me. I'm going to kill my own daughter, and then I'm going to die. Just quick, you know? He didn't kill her, but tried to kill her. But that's about all I can remember, honestly, from my review. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
6 out of 10. It really, really is for the fans, you know. If you understand the source material, I don't know how it is for someone that doesn't know the source material. That'd have to come from you, because I know you'll know a little bit of it too. Mm-hmm. But if you know all the references, you know, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like at the end of the credits, where it's the puppet talking, or the "It's Me" that's around for Golden Freddy, or the YouTubers Matt, Pat, and Corey Kenshin being in there. You know, so you'll understand those. I know our theater got hyped when Matt Pat showed up.
Yeah,
I was too. I had to bet that he was in the movie, and no one believed me. No one believed that he was in the movie. Like, no, he hasn't said anything. He would have said something like, no, he's keeping it secret. I was right. But yeah, if you're a fan, it's a fun watch. If you're not a fan, I feel like it'll be a pretty bad movie still. That's why I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 is way better than what you had it at, though.
Out of 2. Yeah. Out of 2. It'd be a 2 if I wasn't a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's.
So let's hear from who's not a fan or doesn't really understand the lore.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Beeman?
So I came in almost completely blind, minus some of the stuff that Alyssa told me.
Yeah.
Because she's such a big fan, but even then I didn't retain a lot. Who is the second YouTuber? So I assume the guy in the taxi cab was one of the YouTubers.
That's Corey Kenshin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The black guy. Now who's the other guy?
Matt Pat, he was the diner waiter.
Where they show the aunt and the lawyer, and she's talking to the babysitter.
Yeah.
When they're trying to set him up.
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that kept asking questions, like
because
if they want to eat something.
Yeah, his main thing. I did figure that too. Yeah. That's why.
His main thing is what?
Theories. So he's always asking like the questions. He's the one that pretty much breaks down the story of the Five Nights at Freddy's games and books and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I remember the beginning when he chased the guy into the water, into the at the mall. Mm-hmm. He thought the guy was trying to kidnap a little boy. Mm-hmm. He chased him into the little pool or whatever. So it started off to me like with a bang. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, they're jumping right in it. They're surpassing like any other type of, I don't know, kiddie build-ups. Like they jumping right into it and getting serious. And then all he does is get reprimanded, you know, and fired from the job. So because he beat the guy up, right? He went in there and beat him up. So that kind of threw me off. Because I'm like, okay, what's the tone? Because the way he jumped in there, bro, I'm thinking he's in jail. He
beat the F out of him.
Yeah, he just beats this guy, but he doesn't get fired. So anyway, I just said that to say I was very confused because I thought that Tom had passed. I thought he got out of jail. Like, bro, why would they do that instead of him just tackling the guy? Mm-mm. He's actually punching this dude in the face in front of all these people. I'm thinking for sure, like, okay, this is like a year or 2 years later after he gets out of jail. But it was literally just, he just got fired. So I was like, okay, is this PG or is it, in a PG movie? I feel like that's what they would do. They wouldn't show jail. So anyway, I was confused with the tone. I never really, for me, not knowing what this was, I always thought Five Nights at Freddy's was supposed to be funny. It's still hard for me to grasp the concept of Five Nights at Freddy's solely being something scary. So I'm already confused with the tone there, right? And then it stays dark, it stays slow. And I'll just go and say, like, the main character, bro, I was just waiting for that nigga to die. I was like, please kill this nigga. Please. Like, he was annoying. So him as an actor, I don't know. Him as an actor, he could have been a really good actor, but it's his character. It's how they had him talk and how they had him move through the universe. It's like he was annoying, he was whiny, he was always mad, and he always had an attitude with somebody, and it wasn't rightfully so. Like, there wasn't enough going on with him currently for him to act like that. Like, he was so down. It's like he would be more, I don't know, remorseful, and he's trying to get into a better position for his daughter. But instead, he was just like whining all the time.
Little sister.
His sister.
I mean, sorry, his little sister. Right. His little sister. It took me a while to keep remembering that too. Anyway, he was annoying. It was hard for me to really enjoy it because I didn't like his character. I didn't like how he was just, like I said, so whiny, but he was untouchable. Like, he never really got
hurt.
Yeah. And they were tearing niggas up in that warehouse. I mean, in that place or whatever.
Yeah. And
then, like, with him, he's knocked out sleep, and they just kind of like stare at him and be like, and then move away. I didn't like that. Anyway, from what I did like, the deaths on there were, like I said, I was so confused on the tone. So when they actually killed somebody, I was like, what? Like, for real? Then they killed somebody else. I'm like, bro, it was scary. Like, okay, they did that very well. The horror theme, just the feeling of they could mess you up anytime. They did that very well. The story ended up being pretty good. The dream, like, for them to be so slow, you can't just keep replaying this dream. Like, if it was jumping into it like Saw, like the first Saw, I just started off and they're already in the trap and they're trying to figure it out. But not, it's slow, and I gotta keep watching this dream over and over again, and they're not gonna show me exactly what's going on, and they still got the token black guy, even in a dream. It's just that one black kid, he ran the fastest, and that nigga never went after the black guy. Let me see, wrapping it up. From what else I remember, hold on, I wrote some stuff down. Okay, to your point about them building the playhouse and stuff and all that. So I actually liked that part. I felt that part was one of the most criminal parts of all. To me, it showed really how, like, demonic they were, because in order to entice a kid, right, you got to play like a kid. Yeah. And you got to, to get them on your side and to make them trust you, it's like, let's make it all fun. They even tricked the adults. They tricked me. Because I was like, oh, I guess they kids, I knew something bad was going to have to happen at the end, but I didn't know I didn't know they were going to be the culprits. But for them to build that house, but all in all, they were doing it to kill her, and get her into one of the, well, I don't really get it. Are the kids dead?
Yes, that's the spirit of the
children. They are dead, so it's the spirit? Okay.
Yeah. So, see, like, the dead bodies are inside the suits. That's why they possess the suit.
Oh, but the dead bodies are still sitting in there.
Pretty much.
The suits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theoretically.
So, yeah, for them to build that house, I was like, that's effed up. Like, to just make her feel, why would she ever feel threatened? Another scary part was when they were doing the whole dance on the stage, and then they got her to go to the back, but they were still just on the stage dancing. I was like, bro, it's like It the Clown. In the first one, when he popped out of that, was that saucer or whatever, and he started doing that dance.
That goofy dance.
Bro, stuff like that is just like, that's wild to me. think that's all I got. I said the main character, he pissed me. I really did not like him. I didn't like the fact that he survived. And lastly, to your point, that whole plot thing, that whole old school, it was me the whole time. And what I was planning on doing was ruining the sewage, and then the water was going to come from down here. Then I was going to kill everybody, and I'm going to do that, and you can't do a thing. And then they stop him. Like, I don't, come on. He had every opportunity to kill all of them and the daughter, but then he goes, takes his mask off, and now he's completely vulnerable. Now he's stupid. Now they outsmart him. I didn't like that. He seemed like such a good bad guy, and then they just ruined it with that. He became an idiot. And lastly, did y'all know that Chuck E. Cheese removed like their animatronics from 90% of their stores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly, that's wild. That's all I got, bro.
I still think, before you continue yours, Chuck E. Cheese should have like made like one of those pop-up stores and just themed around Five Nights at Freddy's. That would have been so popular.
Bro, kids really like this. Kids really like Five Nights. But then I've also learned that like the younger kids, they like little themes of it, like the diner. Like they were like, I know a friend of mine, she said her kid just watched it just for that diner scene, and when that scene went off, they were just walking around like wasn't paying no attention.
So that's what I'm saying. They really missed out. Keep going to fucking bankruptcy. They could save themselves by making that.
What? Chuck E. Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so if I rate it, I think 6 out of 10 is fair. I give it 6 out of 10. If it weren't for that main character, I may have given it. Bro, if it wasn't for him, actually, if the character was likable, this movie would have been probably around an 8. I would really like to see what they would do with the movie for him to be more realistic. He didn't seem like a real person. He just seemed like there to keep the movie going.
A counter argument for that, again, if you follow the games, technically he isn't a real person. He ends up turning into one of those robots.
Oh, but he's a real person now, though, right?
I don't know. That's different. That's why I kind of like it. It's so weird, but in the games, technically, he's an animatronic that just looks like a person.
But he's a good guy?
Yesn't.
Okay. They did. Well, wait. They did something that. So here's the thing. They did something that kept me when he allowed his sister to get taken. When they asked for the, I said, okay, this is good. Here's a real character arc. Here's a real moral here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the choice. He made the wrong choice, and it seemed realistic because he was so fixated on finding his little brother, right? I did like that. And I would have forgotten about that. I like that. That made him feel a little bit more human because he was the super do-gooder, did something super stupid at the beginning, doesn't get punished. He's in the scary house, doesn't get killed. Like, unless maybe that's something that they're going to show later that he really wasn't real. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. Because they just stare at him, bro. They everybody up. And they just stare at that nigga.
Because it just makes it so confusing. Because technically, again, the kids are kind of mixed around compared to the games and stuff. But his little brother, I guess, is parallel to one of the little girls in the game. So his little brother is the first victim. That's supposed to be the puppet. And the puppet is the one that puts the souls in the animatronics. So like the kids that he kills and puts in the animatronics, the puppet's the one that brings them back to life, more or less.
But instead they used that. It was the fox, right? Wasn't it the fox trying to put her in that suit?
No, that was just Chica trying to kill the other kid.
The girl.
Yeah, but they don't show the puppet in here.
Kill the other kid.
Yeah,
the sister.
Yeah, the little sister. Yeah, it was.
So that's why it's clearly supposed to be a part 2 to explain a lot of this stuff. But I don't like when movies do that. You know. Anyways, you can continue.
I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I will say I would have given it I give it a 7.
Wait, what did you give it at first before it came out?
I don't think I ever said anything.
Yeah, you said you had high hopes.
I had high hopes for it because I knew that it was gonna be good, that it was gonna do what it was supposed to, and it did what it was supposed to.
I had pretty good hopes for it too.
It was a high grossing movie, and it kept being a high grossing movie. I think it became one of the top Halloween horror movies
of all time.
Yeah. And so it did what I expected it to do. So I'm gonna keep it at a 7.5. Yeah, the characters. He was poorly written. The main character. So was the cop. I just didn't understand that. too much. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I get what they were trying to do.
Mm.
Her and her dad were trying to team up to get him because he knew who he was after he read his name.
Wait,
Yeah.
she was teaming up
With
too?
with her dad.
She was teaming up?
Yeah, that's why he told her you had one job. You were supposed to just keep him here, and what was it? Like keep him in the job, keep him in the dark.
Them or something
Yeah,
like that.
keep him in the dark
Yeah.
while he gets the little girl.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
something
that
like
I guess
that.
that makes sense. Cause at first I was like, bro, the theme. I'm like, why is she so friendly? Like she's just so friendly. But then
That was
okay,
her
I
just
get
trying
it.
to get, just like the animatronics, trying to get him on their side. But the dream sequence, yeah, that could have been cut down. So
That's
I
what
didn't-
so many.
But
I
like
didn't-
5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate them shortening it a little bit each time. Like it would just go from the full sequence to little cuts here and there. But I mean, I see why his character was so whiny, why he was so moody. You know, he puts that blame on himself that he's the one responsible for his brother being taken. And, you know, maybe who knows? Maybe his brother could be dead, right?
It's the puppet.
Pretty sure, and he's the puppet.
If
And
it
I think
follows
that's
he's
the and that's
puppet.
I think that's the message that we hear at the end. It's his brother saying, "Come find me," right? Because that was the message.
Yeah. It says
Come find me. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I didn't expect it to be Oscar worthy. I expected it to be entertaining and just with a bit of horror here and there, and it did. It did that for me. I enjoyed it. I never really played the games. I understand some of the lore because of my kids, because of Yuki and everybody else.
Mhm.
But I mean, I enjoyed it. I watch it again, no problems. But yeah, I mean, the story it is what it is. I would think I read it where they were trying to do something different, something that that wasn't too different to where the fans weren't gonna be like weren't able to recognize anything. They still wanted to keep it true, but also to where new people like you would come in and still kind of like be able to figure it out. Like, okay, this is kind of what it is.
Right.
So,
Yeah, because if they wanted to grow, it got to appeal to everybody or as many
Yeah.
people as they.
and that's why they did that. They went with a different story that wasn't too much following the video game or too much of the books.
Mhm.
And that's why they're gonna go. I think part 2 should be dropping next year
No, I don't have no
or
clue.
2 years, something like that.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean that's the big reason why it was PG-13 too. Gotta appeal to the kids, right?
Yeah, if rated R, they can't go.
Can't go. That's half your income right there.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I enjoyed it. It was good. I don't have too much negative things about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I didn't hate it. I mean, I got sleepy because it was so slow.
It was.
And I got the the humility of the main character. I would have just liked to see him fail more. Like, I don't mind when they like, to me they can make a character annoying to the people in the film, but not annoying to us.
Yeah.
But it's like when I see somebody that's always like, you know, shutting everybody off, complaining, whatever, but still succeeding, it don't make sense to me. Like, you're cutting everybody off, but these opportunities keep opening up for you. You keep, like, how did you even get here? How did, you know, them struggling almost didn't seem real to me because it seemed like he was, you know, it didn't, like, Pursuit of Happiness, like, you know, you felt bad for Will. Like, he was weird and he did get on people's nerves and cut people off, but you could feel his humility and what he had to sacrifice for his son. Like, it always looked like he really was doing bad. This dude, it's like, yeah, like, okay, you mad, you say you're doing bad, but you know, you still at the house. It was, I don't know. He just annoyed me, bro. He just gotta, and I'm like, if he gonna be in the second one, acting the same, and like, he seemed like he just, if it makes sense, it seemed like he always got what he wanted, I guess.
I mean,
Like,
did he? Well, I mean, because he didn't like. Yeah,
He
he,
got
did.
his sister.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he got-
survived, right? He survived.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his sister
Got the
did too.
sister.
And the cop that liked him, like, he always ended up getting what he wanted. The mom or the woman that was trying to take
The
the sister away or whatever, yeah,
Yeah.
the aunt, right? She gets killed. The person that's betraying him.
Well, I mean, that was
the
a
whole
given,
time.
right?
Speaking of, that was
Just
stupid.
saying.
That whole
I'm just
storyline
saying.
with the aunt and the fact that how she died, it was so stupid.
Yeah, but I'm saying, think about it. What happens at the end,
She
right?
was just money hungry.
He's the hero.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it was just so like thrown in there. It, like,
Well, they
honestly,
had to-
if
they had
that
to give them
storyline
something.
wasn't in there, the movie would be exactly the same.
Would it? Because he was doing all that. He was taking his sister there because, you know.
Well, that was
He didn't
that
have
was
that
his
because
the babysitter
that was
died.
his
So like,
breaking point.
let's,
Yeah,
let's say like the aunt wasn't even there and the babysitter just went out with her friends to go destroy the thing. Like, we're gonna
But that's
destroy the
but that's
thing.
also the reason why he got this job.
That's
He said,
true.
"Fuck it, I'm gonna take this job," because he needed that. That the teacher told him, like, "Well, you can start with getting a job."
but they could
you
have
don't
just,
lose
but they could have cut out his whiny B attitude, and he could have taken
No,
that
no.
job after he punched the dude in the pool.
I agree, and
He could have been down and been like, "All right, I need this job." But he's, what? I gotta work. I only work nights. I got, bro.
I
Like,
see the
get
nigga
the-
face.
Yeah, bro, it's just, it's like, bro, he gets everything he wants, and it's like, I'm pushing it all the way, but it's always gonna come back. Everybody that turned on him got killed
But
horribly.
but we know how that goes, right?
What?
It's the hero always makes it, man. He gets
It's not
moved
all,
on.
but not all, but they can lose something though. Like like if they're, what movie is
He
that?
lost his aunt.
He didn't give an F about her.
Nigga said- Does he even know that she did? Dude, does he even know that these people? He don't know his the
Yeah,
babysitter
you don't know
dead
the
yet.
babysitter did.
He don't know the. Oh, did somebody find the babysitter's body?
Yeah, he did. He found
He found
the
out that the cop
babysitter,
found
and
it.
then
I thought the cop found it.
No, the cop
nah,
found it.
he found it. He found the bodies
The cop found it.
when he got out of the.
Bro, you seen this movie three
out of that
times,
trap.
bro. How you?
No, no, he saw it 3 times.
Oh, you saw it three
when
times.
he got out of that trap, you know, when he woke
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
I
was
thought-
in that trap, he got out of it and he fell back and he looked over to
On
the
the
side
suits, yeah.
and he saw the bodies.
In
In
my mind, it's the cop that was right there with the
I did.
suits.
I thought he saw one of the guys.
he saw the girl, the guy that got killed by the cupcake, and
Yeah,
then
I think he
the
saw
brother to the girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if the other
I
guy
did-
was there.
So I did. I did.
He was.
I didn't mind how. So I guess. So all right, we're talking movies, right? Let's say there are so many elements that make good movies, but there's so many small parts that go into a big part that makes a good movie. So Get Out, right? How he escaped was good, right? Like you know, they could have done something to where like he kicked the plug, or you know, in movies like they getting choked and they look and they always find
Like a
something.
rock.
No, okay, and it's
Yeah.
just like, what did they do? But this time, everything made sense, right? Like he's nervous. They already show when he gets nervous, he fidgets and scratches. Okay, he scratched the car and he put. You see stuff like that, and you're like, oh, that's smart. You've been in movies where people do stuff to escape, and you hear somebody next to you, and they're like, oh, that was smart. Like, yeah,
But you can't tell me that you seriously went into this movie thinking that it was going to be up to the standards of Get Out.
no. I'm just saying, as far as elements that make things good,
Right.
Something like
I get
that, right?
But see, Get Out, Jordan Peele took that, and that's Jordan Peele's.
Right.
That's what he does. He loves to make those movies, to make you think, to make you pay attention to little details, right?
right.
This is Blumhouse. They don't give a fuck.
Well, no. I was gonna give him credit on this because I'm saying what I did like is how he was about to get captured by the suit, but how he got
See,
out of it.
It's kind of
I was
argument
like-
with that, with little details. So Scott Kaufman, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, he's all about details. He's the man where the slightest color change means a different person. But he was consistent in keeping the same color for each character.
But you're also
there.
talking to a man
You know,
that was
it's-
being threatened by his fan base. You think he really gives a fuck at this point? He's just make the movie. Let me get my check.
Well,
true.
I like
That's true.
what I was gonna say is I like how the main character was about to get killed by the suit, but how he escaped it. I can't remember what he did.
He like
kicks
unscrewed
him?
the thing with his finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I
Same
liked
thing that
it.
the security guard did.
I liked
Failed.
it. Yeah, I liked it because I was like, okay, I feel like he was gonna get killed. Like, make it feel like the whole movie isn't made for him. Like he's just
Had he gotten killed there, what would have happened?
it could have. They could have.
How do you think the story would have gone?
Technically, how he dies in the game is he gets scooped. So like his guts, his insides get scooped out of his stomach, and then he becomes an animatronic.
Yeah, I thought. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was probably gonna get killed. Like I was like, my eyes were big. I was like, oh, okay, because the tone was already so weird. You know what the tone reminded me of? Power Rangers. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Which
Y'all seen
one?
Power Rangers?
The Netflix
newest
one?
one.
The
No, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, you mean the updated
forgetting
one where
about
they
that movie.
switched all the colors?
Yeah, they switched the colors.
Yeah, the Black Ranger was no longer black. He was the blue
Yeah,
Ranger.
blue one.
Yeah. The autistic.
The
one.
Asian was the
And
Black
he was
Ranger.
autistic. Yeah, and that nigga made a joke too. I watched it again. I just skimmed
You
through
did?
it, but I forgot about that part. He
How you
made a
watch that
joke.
one
He
again,
said-
but not Five Nights at Freddy's again?
He said, "I'm the Black Ranger, huh?"
I said, how you gonna watch that movie again, but not Five Nights at Freddy's?
I watched that movie because I wanted to see. Why did I watch that movie? It was on some streaming service that I had clicked on, and I wanted to see from The Office.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah, I wanted to see Roy. I just wanted to see Roy, like how he was acting in that movie again. Cause I mean the movie was trash, but and I wanted to see the black dude drown again because how stupid it was, but I couldn't make it, bro. I was like, oh, I hate this movie. But anyway, that I remember the tone was so weird in that movie, and it was like kiddie. But then when they got hit by the train, you kind of like, wait, what is going on here? Is this rated R? It felt like that in.
They got hit by the train, and then they went back to, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah,
Power
bro,
of Friendship.
completely. What's the name? This story reminds me a lot of the It story. Like him just looking for his little brother and believing that he's still alive when we all know that he's dead. But it still gives you hope. Like he could be alive. Because even when I was watching It, I'm still thinking his little brother could be alive. Like could be grown now with one arm.
Nah, he dead, bro.
Effed up. He got and to me, it's still just as traumatic as the beginning. When you really find out he's really dead, it's like, dang, he really died. He really died as a kid, screaming and stuff. So Five Nights at Freddy's to me is kind of the same with the little brother, knowing that he's dead for sure. Like he's not hiding nowhere.
Yeah, nah, he
So
gone.
that part is cold. They did some good things in the movie, bro. 6 to me is pretty good. I was going there hoping this movie was gonna be like blow me away, be like an 8 or something, somebody I never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when that white dude was just on the screen crying and complaining, bro,
I will say the success of this movie, because it blew up. Like it only cost like what, 20 million to make, and it made how much, like 200 mil?
Yeah, there wasn't really no big names in it besides the bad guy, the main bad guy.
Lillard.
He's the only one that was familiar to me.
But it gives me hope that it did so well. And then, of course, you know, like the Mario movie did well this year, too. That they're going to start making a whole bunch of video game movies. You know?
I mean, you're at that point now where there's more people that actually played the video game that are now producers, writers.
Yeah, because I was talking with, I forgot who I was talking with, how there's like pretty much like, I guess, eras for movies. You know, like at first it was like all these over-the-top action movies. Then it was these like random comedy
The 80s
movies
and the 90s.
Yeah. Then it was the book to movies. Then it was all of the superhero movies, which were just now apparently leaving. I guess
that's what 10, 20 years.
So I think
all these eras actually name it really about 20 years. Like big action movies, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, and then I know like the books to movies. I was like the
2000s, like Lord of the Rings,
yeah, and stuff. And
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
2010 to now is the comics, and I think from now for like the future, is gonna be video games. Like
Imagine Grand Theft Auto making a movie. I feel like Grand Theft Auto would
Grand Theft Auto was just a bunch of movies, though.
It was, bro.
Yeah.
I feel
they
like
could do a TV show.
But still, they could. That's what I think they would do.
TV
That's what I was
show.
about to say.
Because
I think they would do a
TV shows
series
and movies. And
like
then,
The Last of Us.
And then Zelda, they already confirmed that that's coming out.
With Danny DeVito playing Link.
No.
Bro,
actually,
is that real?
You know what? I hate the two people that are wanting to be Link. Well, people want Danny DeVito to be Link. He probably doesn't even know what that is. Just like,
bro, they wanted Danny DeVito to be Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, and all he said was, "What the fuck's a Pikachu?" And the other person that really is gunning to be Link is Machine Gun Kelly.
Nope, that's gonna be it. You put Danny in that movie.
He is hell bent on being Link for some reason. He says, "If I'm not Link, we're gonna have problems." Like he really wants to be Link.
There's a studio. There's Nintendo looking at that and being like, "Nigga, no, come on."
I've seen crazier things, bro.
Gothic, demonic ass. They're not gonna put.
Who I think could be a really good Link is the kid who plays Percy in the new Percy Jackson show that's on Disney Plus. I don't know his actor's name. Or I also don't know this actor's name either. The guy who plays Newt in The Maze Runner.
Wait, is this gonna be a live action?
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, this is live action. The
Damn.
people who's making it, it's oddly enough made by Sony. Sony's making the movie, but the director is the guy that made the Maze Runner movies. So I think he'll get that blonde guy from the Maze Runner and have him be Link.
What if we get Ryan from
I'll
The
put a picture
Office
for him.
as Link?
Bro, you know who I'm gonna miss? Namor. Dog, he would have been cold in the next Black Panther. I really wanted to see what the hell they were gonna do with him. He was gonna be so cold, bro. I really feel like they were gonna team up.
Have they already said that they're not gonna?
Nah, but I'm just looking at
I can see it, I guess.
what happened with Jonathan Majors, and I'm like,
For Link.
bro, to me, anybody white could play Link.
A
bro.
white blonde
Link just
guy with
look
blue eyes.
White. There's a gazillion trillion of them niggas. Percy Jackson, gazillion trillion. Get Percy Jackson to play the movie. In the movie, Percy Jackson. Get his friend. Get his any white boy. Will play.
There's the Gears of War movie that Bautista is trying to be the main character on.
Bautista. You know what, bro?
I'll take that.
But Bautista ain't pissed me off at all.
He's been
Anything
good.
I've seen him
Percy
in.
Jackson kid.
Anything I've seen Bautista in.
Oh, he could play like a young Link.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on what story, because if they do like Ocarina, where there's a young and an old Link.
That's a young white guy?
Yep.
He said, look like the old white guy.
Could get the nigga from Stranger Things to play Link. they could get
one of them.
Billy. Yeah, they could get any of them white boys to play Link. Even the one with no teeth. It was like, man, he was a really good Link. He really had this. And then I hear they doing a different Superman, right? They doing Superman Legacy or something.
Yeah.
And they already got a white guy to play that one. And they already got the white guy they want to play that one. So, who is it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they already said who Superman and Lois is. Right, it's Lois.
Lois
Lois
Lane?
Yes.
They'll be mixed.
Yeah.
Peter.
She is in
Why?
the animated Superman show. I think it's Lois. I think she's a black girl in the animated show.
Which animated show? Not the one that I watched.
The newest one.
Oh. Not the one that I
I
watched.
forget what it's
She's
called.
mixed or she's black?
She was white with blue eyes when I watched it.
I don't know if she's probably mixed. Looks
They,
mixed.
bro, if you
Maybe.
ever see,
I don't know.
If you ever see any of like those, like, popular superhero movies, bro, the girls they be dating or the girls that's in it, if there's a girl and she's a superhero, she is mixed. Bro.
Damn,
They
cool.
not gonna
Cartoon.
go. It's like the Dallas Cowboys. They never gonna go full black with a quarterback. So Dak Prescott is about Black Prescott.
What?
Dak Prescott.
Quincy Carter?
Trey. That's what I'm saying. They'll never go back after Quincy Carter. They'll never do that again. What they did to him, and then got him out. Okay, fair. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's fair, but whatever they did. Now you got Dak Prescott, Trey Lance. They'll never, ever, ever go full black.
But, I mean, like, if you really think about it, how many full black quarterbacks are there in the college right now?
In college?
Yeah.
A
That are
billion?
good.
Look at them playing right. Look at now. Don't pay attention to the Carolina. What's his name? Golly, I forget his name that quick. Bryce Young.
Right?
Bryce Young is
He full black?
I don't know. He blacker than Dak Prescott. C.J. Stroud for the Texans.
He full black?
I don't know, bro. I'm just
He's
wondering
super
that
light
too.
skinned.
Who, Trey Lance?
C.J. Stroud.
Or Houston.
Bro, there's a lot of black quarterbacks though, especially second string. They're not gonna do it. But I'm just saying, yeah, you look at any of those superhero movies, they always mixed. Like Catwoman and the newest Batman.
You think they're ever gonna put the Black Green Lantern?
They need to.
Maybe
The white Green
a
Lantern's
male.
flop.
Yeah, a male like so a black superhero that's black in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll do that. Like a black guy, black superhero. But like if they're doing something like Batman as
Well,
girlfriend.
because they already said that Green Lantern is gonna be in this new Superman movie.
Give
Right.
me Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying they'll do black that way, but they're not gonna do like add-on black. Like what's this new? Have y'all seen that?
Like if the character's never been.
Madam Web. Have y'all seen the trailer to that?
Oh yeah,
kinda.
I saw the trailer. I don't understand it. But then again, I don't even know what it is.
Nobody knows what it is.
So-
just another way to get Spider-Man back out. But the black girl in there, she's mixed. This always or the black girl they got in Harley Quinn. Is it Journey?
Canary?
Smollett? Yeah, is it Journey that play her? Somebody else play her, but she's mixed. I just can't think. Whoever played the black girl in that movie.
Interesting. Well, FNAF. Go watch it.
So you
If
give
you
it
haven't.
7.5?
7.5. And
We
2
gotta start-
6s.
I'll start writing
Yep.
our ratings down.
But go watch it. Still in theaters? I don't
Yep.
think it is, right?
Yeah,
Is
no,
it?
it's still in theaters,
Still in theaters. Peacock.
or at least it was this past weekend. So
Get your free trial for Peacock. And
Mm.
watch it.
Yeah, I recommend it. It was cool. Slow, but it was cool.
Absolutely. And that's it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
good guys finish last.
So you got a bit?
Horror.